I used to rent above there.
What, sorry?
I live above I feel it's been such a bad year, Jimmy.
Well, you can do Richard, Ayoade.
They're singing every
Richard,
night.
Ayoade. Richard, Ayoade. Richard, Ayoade.
I wish you could zoom in and see his face pressed against the window.
First up, it looks like someone called Geek Squad twice. These two turn the ladies off and then turn them back on again. It's Steve Merchant and Richard Ayoade.
We're on a 2-for-1. You only need to call once.
Have you got team names? Team names are important.
Well, we realised that we'd been booked, you know, to obviously fulfil some quotas, and our name reflects that.
Something for the mums.
Oh.
I asked you what nickname was given to the Platinum Jubilee. Did you all get this? You all got this, right?
Yeah.
What did you get, Jonathan?
It's the platyjube. The platyjubes.
Platyjube.
Platyjube. Not to be confused with the platypus. Now, this is going to sound like I'm making an off-colour joke, but I knew a girl who had a platypus, right?
Is this a limerick?
No, she worked for the Natural History Museum and she had a stuffed platypus at home.
Sorry, a stuffed platypus.
Well, it wasn't
it
a
had to be
platypus,
stuffed.
don't be
Did she
ridiculous.
call it a platypus?
Platypus.
No, but what they actually called it?
Platypus.
Well, that's what I just said, platypus.
No, you're saying platypus. Separating them
just
to
said
platypus. Platypus. Just let it roll into the next.
But she told me she had a platypus.
No.
I think the most
Not
remarkable
platypus.
thing about this story is not how you mispronounce platypus, but the fact that I knew a woman who had a stuffed one.
OK, everyone got platytubes.
What greater tribute to the passing of Her Majesty than the previous 2 minutes?
What did you put
We
for this?
tried to write Lovely Jubbly, but we didn't...
Lovely
Lovely
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Well, I got it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I wrote plat du jour.
Top tier.
Plat du jour,
Lovely
very
jub-
nice.
yeah,
Thank
lovely
you.
Platytubes. You saw the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School acting out the WAGatha Christie trial. I asked you what Rebecca Vardy said it was like arguing with Colleen Rooney. What did you get? Richard, Stephen, let's start with you.
We wrote a VAR verdict. Because we were trying to be a bit... Apparently that happens in football, I don't know.
I honestly didn't get the reference.
Yeah, no, I just heard about it when I was flipping through the channels.
But that makes sense because VAR, like Vardy,
Yeah.
VAR, VAR.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It works on many levels.
Worked it out,
Yeah.
It's nothing if not layered. Do you want the other answers? A dissident state.
You think that perhaps Rebecca Vardy said arguing with Colleen is like arguing with a dissident state?
Or every Aaron Sorkin film.
All right, so that's no for all kinds of reasons.
My favourite bit was the court drawings. Did you ever see those?
Oh, yeah.
You know, they do the
Beautiful.
drawings in court. Somebody drew Jamie Vardy and they gave him the most lovely eyelashes. Honestly, I'm getting married next year. That's the photo I'm going to bring to the makeup artist. Like,
Did you watch any of this?
Well, wasn't there something to do with Peter Andre's...
chipolata.
yes.
Wasn't there?
There
His
was,
penis.
yes.
What was it? That his penis was like what?
I think
Like
she
a
described it as being
chipolata.
like a small chipolata, or is just small,
A small,
given
a
when it
small
comes to
chipolata, yes.
a
But it was
small
Yes.
while she was saying, I respect people's privacy. And
Yeah.
they said, what about this article where you sold a story on Peter Andre saying his genitals were like a small chipolata?
But didn't he reply, not making this up, didn't he reply by saying that's not true? Didn't he say that my penis is the size of a remote control? He was like he was watching the news and he thought, oh, it's not like a chipolata, I need something to compare it with.
If you were going to do that, you would keep it in the sausage family, wouldn't you? You wouldn't go from a chipolata to a remote control, you'd go Savoy, perhaps.
Sure.
I had a white Savoy once.
OK.
Let him tell a story.
No, it's not really a story.
What's the
I
rest
had a
of the
white
song?
Savoy. It was surprisingly tasty.
What do you mean a white set? Oh, because
It was white Savoy. They're normally a red colour, like a brownish red, a kind of brick colour.
This is why you're a chat show host and not a guest.
Don't talk about it. It's a good story.
All right, next one,
I
next
wouldn't
one.
open your book of theatrical anecdotes with that one. Just hide it in the middle.
Sorry, is that the shit emoji?
Yeah.
Is that in the show? Is that in
The shit emoji is in... Oh, is that in the movie?
Yeah.
I think Richard Ayoade does the voice.
That's one of the few things I don't do the voice for.
Oh my God, he's doing it now!
This is my voice.
Would you do the shit emoji if it was offered to you for a large sum of money?
I mean, even a medium sum of money.
In April, former MP Neil Parish resigned after he was caught looking at pornography in Parliament. What did he claim he was actually searching for when he stumbled upon the X-rated site?
Dumb sluts.
Are you sure that?
I'm fairly certain.
If it seems crazy, that's the correct answer.
Yeah.
I know, but it's like if he was... Because he was watching pornography, wasn't he?
He was watching the pornography, yes.
Which is such a weird thing to do in public, isn't it?
Why are you feeling sort of sexy in the Houses of Parliament?
Exactly.
It's not. It's like it's the what's it they call it? The mother of democracy. It's not like the dirty stepmother of democracy.
Maisie couldn't believe this.
This can't be
Chess
true.
has gone rock and roll. And I think that it was kicked off by that Netflix chess lady show.
The Queen's Gambit?
The Queen's Gambit, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't remember this episode.
No. So, unless I've dreamed it, I told Maisie that the chess guy cheated by having vibrating anal beads to tell him when to do the move.
I think the first half of that sentence is correct.
This is going to shock you looking at me, but I'm a big chess fan. I play a lot of online chess, and this was a big story in the chess community.
Yeah.
The anal beads.
Yeah,
they
it's
had anal
true.
beads. Yes, of course it's true.
How deep can you play?
How deep can I play?
How deep can you play?
Well, I grew up in Bristol, and it was the only way to get out the gangs, Jonathan. But does this mean that now, where you get like drugs tests in the Olympics, if you're at a chess tournament, you have to drop your trousers and open your cheeks?
cough.
God.
But the weird thing is, you could be fully naked and still have anal beads up there. You'd be fine. So it doesn't really prove anything.
But we don't know if this is true, though. Right?
No.
This was an accusation that was made.
Did he actually get his kit off or just threatened
No, he didn't.
to get his
He
kit
threatened
off?
it. He's now suing because he's saying, you've ruined my reputation. Take a look at this guy. So he gets interviewed.
No.
This, I would argue, is a man that needs to get to the gents at very high speed because an anal bead needs to be retrieved. Take a look.
Hans, yesterday was a terrible day for you, and today you start out with a masterpiece. How would you summarize it?
Chess speaks for itself.
Is it something special?
Do you know what, Jimmy? In the chess community, that's how we roll. Do you know what I mean? It's just a mic drop.
I'd be interested to know, Stephen, Richard, did you get it?
Radio 1 played Sweet Fucking Caroline on the hour. And I'm sorry if that's offensive to people who love the song, but I can't stand that bloody song.
Oh, you
I'm
what?
sick.
Even after this
Oh,
summer?
Yeah, but
no,
they have played it too
I was
much.
pleased that it was, that you won and everything, and great.
No, you really seem it, yeah.
But that song's everywhere. I honestly thought we were going to have to hear it at the bloody Queen's funeral.
We've got a question from Norwegian pop sensation Sigrid.
Yes.
Hi Jimmy! 2022 has been a busy year for me as I've been off on tour, but fellow musician Rod Stewart has been even busier. He played the Platinum Jubilee, announced his retirement, and also got into trouble with his local council in Harlow. What did he do?
He was singing fucking Sweet Caroline, I bet.
Peter Stringfellow said that when he met Rod Stewart, it was the first person he'd ever seen who backcombed his hair and it changed his life. It's a true story.
Fantastic
Who's
viewing.
this?
Who's this? Now these two, that's Tasha and Andrew.
And where do they work?
They work on the Love Island as their sort of scenery.
And he thinks he can bring back double-breasted jackets, does he?
You're not a fan of that outfit, Richard?
It's a tough thing to bring back in a post-naval world. Now, that's not the last time I'm going to have to say it this evening.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm lost here. What was the question again?
There was a scandal on Love Island. It involves a type of infidelity, I would say. Some would argue a type of infidelity.
It was infidelity. Yeah.
Hi, Jimmy. 2022 has been a great year for us.
We made our comeback, as did Top Gun star Tom Cruise.
Yes, he propelled himself back onto our screens as Pilot Maverick after 36 years.
But can your teams tell us the call signs for 3 of the pilots from the new film?
You get a point per pilot.
Original lineup, Sugar Babes,
I
as
love
well.
the Sugar Babes. What was that song they did? And I know what you did once again. What's that song?
Question the course.
And you did that thing once, too many times. Remember that hit they had?
If you've got a relative that's been affected by whatever the fuck Jonathan's got, there's probably a number you can call, but...
What's that song?
Bugger if I know it.
Sorry, what's happening?
What's that song?
How you feel about you now?
That's the one.
Can you bring this?
I got it. I knew it. Write that down. That's the answer.
Oh, come on.
The anal beads have kicked in.
I believe whatever he felt that he did, he had the right to do. I also felt there were 3 losers in one fight. It's a very sad thing, but there was a powerful moment for me to sit and watch one of the world's best emoters ever we've seen speak from the heart. And I would rather take the beauty out of the situation than take the pain. But I had to leave my chair, I'll be honest with you. It cut me really deep.
Wolverhampton, everyone!
What is happening there?
What did you all think it was?
When Will Smith decked Chris Rock.
Were you Team Chris Rock?
Was that Team Chris Rock? I didn't really feel like I had a dog in the fight, to be honest.
I saw it live.
Did you?
It was like watching JFK get shot.
They're making a Netflix film about that.
No.
Are they actually?
Yeah, and it's starring those 2 gentlemen over there.
Yeah.
Who on earth do you play?
I play the Oscar statuette.
I asked you the name of the Gates scandal, which enveloped Love Island.
Oh.
What do you think? Let's go to Richard and Stephen for
Do you
the
guys
proper
know
answer.
what this was at all?
Well, the problem is that whenever I flip through the channels and I see Love Island, I just think, why is there never a tsunami when you need one? And, you know, so I like that show. It's a good show. Each new season's like a ghost. You know, I know people who've seen one, but I've never seen it myself. So I don't... So we wondered if there was some kind of scandal involving a person in the pool, pissing in the pool, kissing in the pool, and it was called Watergate.
Let's take a look.
So, with Coco, obviously, you know, we kissed in bed or whatever. I didn't really think there was much more to it, but yeah, basically she's told the guys that I, like, sucked her tits or whatever. Like, licked her tit or whatever.
They know they're being filmed, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Sucked her tit or whatever.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. You look at that apology. He didn't apologize. He said he was saying, "Oh, I didn't think my happened," but then apparently she's been telling people. So he tried to.
His hand was forced.
I asked you where these teenage boys were heading off to.
I've written to watch The Rise of Gru.
Rose, Jonathan, did you know?
Right answer. Minions film. It's correct.
Yeah.
The Rise of Gru. You've Catherine, Maisie?
Yeah. Yes, so I have a teenager and I know about the social media trends, and for some reason, all the kids were going to the cinema to see the latest Minions film in formal wear.
This is they were off to see the Minions, Rise of Gru. The Gentle Minions TikTok trend started after a teenage boy in Australia filmed himself and his friends going to a screening of the film wearing suits. Basically, the first film came out when they were kids. It got delayed because of COVID and whatnot, and then when it finally came out, they were young men, so they all dressed up and made it a big occasion.
Nice.
It's adorable.
It's very nice.
Well, but the reason I know about it is because there was a lot of cinemas that were trying to bar them from doing it because they were being disruptive in certain cinemas. And I'm sure you'll share this with me, but I don't like anyone disrupting my cinema experience. I don't like any laughter, any eating. It makes me furious that people enjoy themselves in the cinema.
Yeah. Well, you've done a great job at stopping that.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Do you know what I have, actually? Because I remember I went to see the film Django Unchained.
Oh, yeah.
And I was surprised I went to see it because I hadn't seen Django Chained. I remember there were 2 young teenagers in front of me talking.
Oh, yeah.
And I tapped them, and about a third of the way through, they were chatting the whole way through. And I tapped them on the shoulder. I said, "Excuse me, are you going to watch the film or are you going to fuck off?" And yeah, you heard me.
That's right.
Yeah, and they turned around. It was fun because I don't think they'd ever been told off by a guy off the telly before. And they sort of did a double take. They went, it's that goggle-eyed wanker off The Office. And they stayed and watched the film. They carried on talking.
Yep.
I asked you who was the subject of a £600,000 monument commissioned by superfans. What did you put?
We put Stalin, and then we put William Shatner.
It does look like Stalin when you squint.
And then I put, is it half Chaz and half Dave, but cut down the middle?
Okay. What have you gone for? Jonathan Rose?
I was in an episode of Chaz and Dave's Christmas Eve.
Jesus.
Tell me everything. Tell me everything. Jimmy, shut up.
I'm so sorry.
Stand down.
It was a TV special they were filming called Chaz and Dave's Christmas Knees Up. I got a day's work as a student.
What?
And I had to pretend to slow dance to a song by Dave Berry.
Yes.
Unfortunately for me, the person I had to slow dance with, in a slightly sexy way, was my sister.
Sorry, Maisie, your answer was...
Cat.
OK, Steve?
We said Wordle, but I don't play myself. I was saying to the chess crew, Wordle's for nerds.
Whoa, Richard's right there.
That's not going to fly.
You still wordling?
I never wordled.
What?
No, I fell off the
Never
wordle
wordled.
wagon.
He just walked straight away.
You really like that one.
Cheers.
I asked you what Channel 5 chose to broadcast instead of the Queen's funeral. What did you think?
We put top 100 funerals hosted by Jimmy Carr.
All right, this is the part of the show where I introduce a mystery guest. All you need to do is tell me who they are, how they made the news.
Ooh.
However, you can only ask them yes or no questions. Please welcome our mystery guest. There he is. Hello, how are you? Very nice to see you. Oh. Now, you can ask questions, but you're on a strict time limit. So how did he make the news this year?
Did you go viral?
I did go viral, yes.
Yeah,
Yes or no,
I did go
please?
viral, yes. Yes, just a yes.
You did go viral. Were you dancing?
No.
Was it to do with a hobby of yours or a pursuit that you do anyway?
Oh, it's a tricky one, that.
It's not tricky, it's a yes.
Yeah, we'll say yes.
What do you mean you'll say yes? It is yes.
I'll say yes.
Sorry, have a look at the card. Do you remember who you are, yeah?
Is it a dangerous hobby?
No.
I think you're right, it isn't dangerous, but I think people might perceive that it's dangerous.
Good.
Oh, OK.
Is it something you planned, or it just happened accidentally?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes, no questions.
Plan the
yeah,
day.
but yes or no, yes, no questions.
So was it planned?
Yes.
OK.
But it was unexpected.
Can I ask? Are you happy with your legal representative?
Very.
Do you do it as a job as well?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Oh, it's your job, OK.
yeah.
Was this the biggest time of this thing? Does this thing go big on that occasion than any other time?
Bigger than any other time,
I
yes.
think you know what this is. OK, write down some answers.
Does it involve heights?
Yeah, you high up.
Yes, it couldn't be a clearer yes. It's well really fucking yes. OK, that's it. You've all got to write something down.
Richard's got a question.
Do you believe in the indestructibility of the human soul?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Thank you. I think I know the answer.
OK, well, let's have a look and see. Have you all got something?
Yeah.
Richard.
He wrote the banana line in that song, the Eurovision song. He came up with it.
You thought it was such a big song, we had two guests on.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Exactly. It's a fine guess. All right. A Hollywood hunk, Luke Evans, wanted to know what was so surprising about Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter Edward Hardy at the Milton Keynes Open. What do you all think?
Well, I didn't know, but Maisie smashed it.
I think, oh, well, it might be wrong, so don't. But if it's right, I smashed it. It was Tom Hardy, the actor.
I thought it was Tom Hardy as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It is very, very surprising.
Yeah. Didn't call himself Ed Hardy. Didn't he call himself something else like Ed Elbow or something?
No, it's Edward Hardy. He went under that's his birth name.
Oh, really?
And the referee said afterwards, he said, a lot of people think, oh, Tom Hardy, he's just a superstar. No, you get him on the mat and he'll smash you.
Wow.
Who'd have thought Tom Hardy was legitimately
He's
hard?
very strong. He came round my house one day and he carried me upstairs.
Oh, God, that's a dream.
He carried me upstairs.
Any memory of what happened next? This...
Is that when you ate the white Savoy?